Hey, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, and welcome to another channel update video. As usual, I like to hold these videos or upload them monthly, just to let you guys know, my thought process for the last month that passed and what I feel like doing for the future month coming up, and ideas for videos, ideas for all sorts of things. So this one is going to be a pretty good one, I think. Let's talk about how the month has gone. The month of August, basically. How has that gone? Well, this month has been somewhat of a resurgence for my channel. As far as like my small channel goes, right? Like some people will say, oh, I got like only 10,000 subscribers last month. For me, obviously, it's not quite like that. I gained 36 subscribers last month, and almost every day we have new ones coming in, even whether it's one or two. It's almost every day. So I say that's a gigantic success for now. Obviously we hope to get bigger and bigger as time goes on, but honestly, I'm not going to complain, right? I'm definitely happy that the channel seems to be growing, and it's still mostly because of the tanking series. If we take a quick look at the analytics really quickly here, I'm just loading them up on my end while you guys watch this video. But let's see. So subscribers. So in the last month, we gained a total of 36 subscribers, like I said, and most of them are coming actually from the main channel page, which is a little bit awkward, or not awkward, but a little different than I expect. Also, a lot of them are coming from the tanking series, but some are coming from the Let's Play, and I think that's awesome. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. The Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward Let's Play has been a lot of fun to do. So let's transition into that now. So we talked about how the subscribers are gaining. I'm gaining them, and the channel's doing well there. Definitely appreciate that. So for Final Fantasy XIV Online, this series so far is still going to continue on strong. I'm still loving it, and it's a lot of fun to record those episodes and read all of the quest text for the main story and the class quests, just to really get an idea of what's going on. Now, obviously, it's taken me a lot longer to get through the content doing it that way, and that's to be expected, but I haven't had anybody yell at me for doing it that way yet, and I plan to continue on reading all the main story quests and all the class quests for the Dragoon for now. One thing I do have to say, though, life lately has been a little bit busy. If you've been watching all the videos, you've probably heard me talk about the fact that I am getting married soon. Actually, it's going to be in October. So we only have a couple months left until that happens. So me and my fiance have been spending, a lot of my free time getting ready for that, going out, checking out suits, checking out a venue, checking out this, checking out that. So a lot of my free time lately has been eaten up by that. So because of that, this weekend is when I was going to, I'm recording this now on August 28th, which is a Sunday, and I was supposed to do some recording for the Let's Play series this weekend, but I wasn't able to get to it. Mostly, well, it's kind of for two reasons. Mostly because we've been out getting ready for the wedding, but also one of my other real life buddies, Detner, who's been on the channel several times, he started playing Final Fantasy XIV this weekend. So all my game, I was like, okay, well, I've been asking him to play for years almost at this point, and finally he decided he was going to give it a shot. So a lot of my free time this weekend was dedicated to me starting a new class with Wee Guy. I made a gladiator, and he's only level 13 right now, but I spent a lot of the time sort of showing him around the game and teaching him, and he's been getting the hang of it, and we've been playing a lot. So I will get back into Wee Guy's story quest, but I don't have any videos ready to go right now, and that leads me into the next thing I'd like to talk about, which is the stream I've been doing on a weekly basis, which I actually just recently added to the channel, where every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sometime during the middle of the day Eastern time, I'm in Ontario, so Eastern time, midday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I've been doing a stream for 2 hours a day, or 2 hours during that day, sorry, and we've been playing through Final Fantasy IV. I know I was going through the channel here, and I always go through the channel from time to time just to, check it out and see what's being, successful and what isn't. And the views on the Let's Play VODs that I'm exporting to the channel are not doing amazing, but at the same time, there are some people who are watching it, and it's something I'm going to do regardless whether or not it is going to get a lot of views on the channel or not. It's mostly just so I can sort of cross-reference the Twitch stream with the channel and vice versa. So when I'm on the stream, at the end of every stream, I let people know, hey, you know, check out the channel if you want to see the VODs, if you missed anything from the stream, or if you want to check out the Final Fantasy Online playthrough that I'm doing. And then also, if you guys are watching the VODs on the channel, then I let you know that, just so you know, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm doing this stream for 2 hours, sometime midday. Which will then segue into another point I wanted to make. But I just wanted to state here that the Final Fantasy IV series has been a ton of fun. Even though it's not getting a ton of views, the game is just so much better than I expected it to be. The music is mind-blowing. Like, for number 4, okay? So a lot of people would say that number 4 was probably the first one that came out where it was like, wow, this game, like, Final Fantasy is for real. Like, number 1 and number 2 are very basic, and they're not, I'm not saying they're bad, but, you know, they're dated at this point for sure. Number 3, I actually have almost no experience with that game. I do have it on Steam, funnily enough. I played it for like an hour, but it didn't really grab me right off the start, but who knows, I might visit it in the future. But number 4 is that one that's like the first like epic grand scale story over, you know, over the course of an entire world and all sorts of different characters. There's character deaths that you have in your party will die on you. They'll sacrifice their lives and all that kind of stuff. And obviously I'm not going to spoil too much, but I really recommend checking that out in case you were ever somewhat curious about Final Fantasy IV. The playthrough I've been doing has been pretty good, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm going to continue that. And there's also going to be some updates coming to the way the stream looks. I'm actually in the middle of talks here with someone from a specific website that I'll get into more if this thing goes through and everything works out in the end. I will definitely be pimping out not only the guy who does the stream overlays for me, but also the website in which I found him on. But I want to make sure I actually have a good experience first, and right now I'm waiting for a response. But we'll talk about that probably on stream and also on the next update video next month. But yeah, so definitely if you've had some sort of curiosity, I would really recommend checking out that playthrough. It's a lot of fun, and it's, you know, I think I'm about halfway done, maybe. I might even be a little bit past the halfway mark, so we'll have to see, but it's a lot of fun. And the best thing about it is that it's getting me through these games, right? I've always had a problem, like, finishing games, so the stream here where I do 3 days a week, 2 hours per day that I stream, it's 6 hours a week, which is getting me through these games at a decent pace. So once Final Fantasy IV is done, I have a couple ideas for what game I'd like to do next. I'm thinking about getting away from Final Fantasy, just like I don't want to do like 2 Final Fantasy games in a row. I'm thinking like Final Fantasy IV and then something else. Right now I might as well tell you the first game I'm thinking about doing is going to be Dark Souls 3. And if I can get that streaming well and it looks good on stream, I'm definitely going to be doing that. If it doesn't really look that good, if my computer can't quite handle it, I'll have to think of a different game. But if you guys have any suggestions, by all means, leave them in the comments below. Final Fantasy VI is something that is definitely going to happen at some point, as well as the new Final Fantasy VII game is going to be coming out soon. Like I have a whole bunch of ideas for it, so you know, I'll need some input on what you guys would like to see. It'll make it a lot easier for me to make a choice, but regardless whether there is input or not, I'll come up with something. Anyway, enough about the stream. It's one of the biggest additions to the channel this month, so I wanted to talk about that, you know, at least a little bit of length so you guys understand that. And what I was saying is that the stream is going to be midday. Well, my work schedule is never static. Now, lately I've been working Monday to Friday, but I work split shifts. So I work 4 hours, and then I come home for 4 hours, and then I go back to work for 4 hours. So during that in-between 4 hours is when I'm doing the stream, and it's just kind of at a different time every day. But if you'd like to be kept a little bit more up to date, one thing I've been meaning to let you guys know about for the longest time is I actually am on Twitter at gdoggcasey, just like it's spelled in the channel name. And if you check me out on there, you'll notice that I do release tweets about 30 minutes before each stream. So if you're active on Twitter, you can get a look at that and you'll know when they're coming up. And I also just make like random comments from time to time whenever I feel like it. I'm not the biggest, like I'm not crazy on Twitter. It's not my go-to for making comments and stuff, but that's mostly because, you know, it's just not, it's a relatively small part of my quote-unquote online career or online business because I just don't use it very often, so it hasn't grown. But the more of you guys who follow me there, the more I'm going to be active there. And, you know, if you have specific questions for me, you can leave those on Twitter, or you can even leave them on the YouTube comments as well, which you've been doing. So that's totally fine as well. But just, it's another way for you to know when these streams are going to come up. So that's really kind of the biggest thing here is that, you know, the stream started. I'd like you guys to check it out, whether you can live, which is going to be midday again, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's usually between 12 p.m. noon or between 3 p.m. noon. 3 p.m. not noon, 12 p.m. noon. And I mean Eastern time is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, 12 noon and 3 p.m. Eastern time. It's usually going to start anywhere between there, and it'll go on for 2 hours. Follow me on Twitter at gdoggcasey if you want updates on that. And the Final Fantasy 14 Online is still going strong. This weekend, I haven't been able to record many videos for it. So I think this week I'm going to take a little, I don't want to say I'm taking a break. It's just that I didn't have time to record episodes. So you can look at it as maybe I'm going to be taking a break for about the week. But what always happens is I get this urge to record, and you might get 1 or 2 episodes from the Let's Play this week. But hopefully next week I'll be able to get right back to 5 episodes per day, which is going to be Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I will be releasing the Final Fantasy 14 Let's Play videos, and you guys can check them out there. But yeah, so that's basically everything, I think. Quick thought, or just thinking quickly if I've forgotten anything. I don't think so. So that's going to be basically it for this episode, or this update video, I should say. Yeah, so I hope you guys have been enjoying the content so far. Obviously, these are the best videos for you to leave comments on anything that you see that I've been doing that you don't really like or that you think I could do better, or anything that you think I'm missing an opportunity on. For example, like if there's a specific game you really want to see me stream, or if you want to see some extra content come out on the channel. I've been a little bit busy these months here leading up to the wedding, but once the wedding is done, it's going to free up a lot of time, right? And then also, once our honeymoon is done, I'll have basically, nothing on the horizon that will stop me from recording. So everything's going to go right back to normal. I hope you guys have been enjoying everything so far, though. And honestly, like the fact that I can check the subscribers on an almost daily basis and see that even if it's 1 subscriber a day, like it's growing here, and it's making me really happy, because the bigger it gets, the bigger it's going to get. The more people seeing it, the more other people are going to see it, and then hopefully we'll get some more subscribers and get up there, and then start making a name for ourselves out here in the big world of YouTube. Anyway, for the 3rd or 4th time now, I'm going to try to say goodbye. Thanks again. Leave comments down below. Let me know what you think about stuff so far, and have a good rest of your day. See ya.